What is up, my fellow gamers? In today's video, we got some tips for our global launch of One Punch Man World. Like and sub for more amazing gaming content. It is finally here. We are less than 24 hours away from the official launch. Big game that many of us have been waiting for. Now, a lot of these tips I'm going over are stuff that I learned from the beta. I don't think most of this is going to be changed, so a lot of this I feel is going to be very viable for our day one global launch. So we're going to go over some tips, specifically the gacha system, how the gacha banner works, because there is a beginner's collection summoning banner where it basically lets you re-roll and stuff. We're going to go over that. We're also going to go over the stamina system, because the stamina system's a bit weird. So you kind of got to understand how that works, and then just some additional things that I also learned from playing throughout the beta. First, we got to give a shout out to our sponsor for this video, and that is going to be BlueStacks. BlueStacks is an Android emulator that lets you play mobile games on your PC. You can go ahead and use mouse and keyboard, or connect a controller and use a controller to play mobile games. This is really great for stuff like One Punch Man. When you don't want to use your touch screen and you want to use a controller, you can go ahead and set up custom hotkeys. BlueStacks also offers smooth gameplay with the highest frame rate possible, along with the lowest amount of resources used on your computer. So even if you have a low-end PC, you can still enjoy mobile games at the highest quality possible. Go ahead and click the link down below in the description box and download One Punch Man World right now through BlueStacks. That is my affiliate link. Help support the channel for free. All right, so here we go. We got our beginner's collection banner. Now, when you first start off the game, a lot of these banners are going to be locked. You got to get through the beginning tutorial. There's a lot of tutorial missions going on where it's going to teach you the game. So just kind of get through them, and then a lot of these additional banners are going to start to unlock. Specifically, we have the beginner's collection one. Now, this is gameplay. Now, the gameplay you see in the background is from the beta. It's from my live stream that I recorded. So you might see like a second copy of me like right behind me. The quality is a little bit iffy because it was a live stream, but this is the only stuff that I have to go by for right now. So it says you will gain 10 drawing results as soon as the drawing starts. So you get a free 10 pull. Now, there is two different currencies in this game as well. There's these gold coins as well as these silver coins. You're going to see them in the top middle area. So these specific one for this beginner's collection is going to cost 260 of your gold coins. After you do your first 10 draw, you can then go ahead and refresh these results an unlimited number of times until you are satisfied with the outcome. The important thing to mention about this is, even though you can do this an unlimited amount of times, you'll see that the first 10 refreshes, so the first 10 rerolls, won't cost you anything. They're completely free. However, after those first 10 rerolls, it's then going to cost you your world silver. Those are those silver coins. This is another currency that you can also get for free. The other thing that's also important to note is that every 4 refreshes is going to guarantee you an SSR character. SSR characters are the highest rarity in this game. And it's not just characters that you're summoning for either. There's also specifically what I'm going to call, they're like your memory cards, or like specific cards that you can go ahead and attach to characters, and it gives them huge buffs to like their stats, and it gives them enhanced abilities and stuff like that. There's also a bunch of different variations of the heroes as well. You can also get like Saitama as his like regular form, as like a normal person, and then you can get his like One Punch Man like superhero version of him. Now, with this beginner's banner, you can actually save a bunch of your results, and it's very important that you do that. So the way it works is, I have it on screen right now. You're going to see that as you do your free 10 pulls, it's going to show you your current results, and then you can go ahead and you can save these results. And it's very important to do that, so that way at the end, after you do your 10 free summons, you can then go ahead and choose one of your saved results. So for this instance, you'll see that I went ahead and I did another pull. This one I did get Saitama along with another SR. I think that's a card. And these are my current results. And then I have 3 results at the bottom that are saved. You're going to click Save Results, and then you're just going to go ahead and you're going to swap it for whatever one of these other 3 results that you don't want to have. So specifically, if you see at the bottom, it says swap. So make sure you go ahead and swap them, because if you don't, and you just go ahead and you continue drawing without saving your current results, then you're going to miss out when it's time to go ahead and select it. So it's kind of weird. You don't get to like immediately choose what you want. You got to go ahead and do all 10 of your free summons. And then after you do those 10 free summons, then you can go ahead and choose one of your 3 saved results. So don't make that mistake. Make sure you save your results before you continue on. A quick breakdown of the percentages for that beginner's banner was an SSR character is a 0.8%, and the general probability, including the guarantee of obtaining an SSR character, is 5.2%. A max of 5 refreshes will guarantee at least 1 SSR character, and then there are at most 2 SSR characters in every 10 consecutive drawings. Every 50 refreshes will guarantee 2 SSR characters. So you can see if you do go ahead and spend your silver coins all the way up to those 50 refreshes, you do have the probability to pull 2 SSR characters in one single 10 pull. Whether you want to do that or not, that's up to you, but that's going to kind of be your best bet if you do get 2 SSR characters. That is like the best you can get for that beginner's banner. The SSR characters are Speedo Sound Sonic, Prisoner, Saitama Dream World, Peri Peri Prisoner, we got the Atomic Samurai, Silver Fangs, Genos Arms Mode, and then Genos Cyber of Justice. So remember what I said, the characters have different versions of them. So you can get 2 different kinds of Genoses. You can also get 2 different kinds of Speedo Sound Sonics as well. For this pull, I went ahead and I did get the Speedo Sound Villain. You'll see that there are 2 different versions of the characters. We have the villain version and then we have the hero version. Stamina in this game is referred to as Intel. It's going to be in that top right corner, and right now you'll see it shows 460 out of 240. So the maximum I can have ready to go is 240. However, the way this system works is it's a bit weird. So aside from your main pool of Intel, you also have like this side pool, which is specifically the cache, the Intel cache, and this regenerates Intel for you, but it puts it in a separate pool as opposed to your main active Intel. So you'll see that this kind of generates over time, and if I go a little bit back further through the stream right here, it says time of your next reply, and it has a little countdown timer, and then it's going to show you that every time that countdown timer reaches 0, you're going to get 1 Intel added to that cache supply. You can hold a maximum of 600 in that extra supply, and then from there you can go ahead and click at the bottom where it says overclock request, and you can then go ahead and move that Intel from your banked position and then put it in your active Intel, which you go ahead and you're going to use every time you do stuff like missions, like joint missions, campaign missions, whatever it may be. It typically costs, like, certain ones will cost like 12 stamina for like a joint mission to do just one. So it's not like too bad. You do get a lot of stamina early game. There's also 2 additional ways to acquire stamina. The one is going to be by having an actual item. The one is going to be called the Intel Exchange, and all you're doing is going ahead and exchanging a specific material and making it into Intel. You can kind of see it in the background behind me. My camera was kind of blocking it during the live stream, but it's just a specific material, and all you can do with it is exchange it for Intel. You can't do anything else with it, and it kind of looks similar to the image of what an Intel looks like, except it has like these little like lines going around it, like this cube with the Intel inside of it, and all you do is exchange it and then you get a bunch of Intel. The other thing that you can also do is you can buy Intel as well with your, specifically your silver coins. So I have my silver coins right there at the top. I've got 115 right now. It costs roughly 50 silver coins to go ahead and purchase 120 stamina. So that's another way that you can go ahead and get stamina. Aside from that, some general tips I have: learn the combos for the different characters. It's so important. Being able to understand the combos and how a certain play style is for that character is definitely way more important than just having like a top tier character, like an SSR character, and you're just really bad with their combos and you're just clueless. So you definitely need a little bit of skill involved. You got to understand how the characters work, what their combos are, and the game has a lot of training missions. Now, I highly encourage you go through the training. Each character has their own specific training, and it teaches you every single one of their combos, and after you complete that, you do get some rewards. I believe you get some silver coins after you go ahead and complete the different training missions. I forget exactly how much. The game is pretty fun, and it has a lot to offer. My favorite part is the open world and exploring, and I highly suggest you explore. Don't get too caught up with just trying to rush through the campaign. There is a whole world that you can kind of go and explore, and there's actually an arcade area. If you go into the arcade store, you can actually play arcade games. They're like these little mini games inside of the game, and as you go ahead and get like high scores in those little arcade games, you'll also get additional rewards, specifically like those silver coins. And then there's also a character, an NPC character in the arcade store that will go ahead and I'll send you on like a specific like puzzle quest where you're kind of like trying to go around the world and find specific items that are like hidden. And then as you go ahead and find those hidden items and then bring it back to him, you'll go ahead and you'll unlock additional things. There's a lot of like exploring. There's a lot of little mini games to do. There's a lot of fun things like that that you really have to explore. That is it for right now. I'll have another more in-depth beginner's guide on global launch day. Stay happy, stay safe. I'll see y'all later. Peace.